The skies over Eastern Europe thundered with war. After years of geopolitical tensions, a fragile ceasefire had crumbled like ash in a storm. Russia had unleashed its latest weapon, the Su-57 Hunter, a fifth-generation stealth fighter that Western analysts had dismissed as unrefined, theoretical, exaggerated. But reality had different plans. Captain Elias Monroe, call-sign Specter, sat in the cockpit of his F-35 Lightning II, his HUD flickering with mission data. 35 years old, a veteran of Afghanistan and Syria, Monroe wasn't just a pilot. He was the pilot. The kind of man whose presence in the air brought calm to the radio. A former Top Gun graduate, Elias had survived dogfights that had reduced others to ash. But this mission felt different. The NATO command center had gone dark over Belarus. A reconnaissance drone had been sent, and then another, both disappeared. Then came the satellite footage. An entire airfield destroyed in seconds, the wreckage unidentifiable. Only one blurry frame revealed the Phantom, a sleek, dark predator with wings curved like a raptor, heat signature masked entirely. The Su-57. "They call it the stealth beast," whispered Lieutenant Kara Winslow, the mission operator in Elias's ear. "They say it can hear a whisper and vanish into the wind. Don't underestimate it, Specter." He never did. Monroe led a formation of 4 F-35s into contested airspace. Beneath them, the forests of eastern Poland were burning. Anti-air batteries lit up the skies like angry gods, but Elias and his team weaved through, silent lightning in the heavens. The mission was surgical: locate, intercept, and neutralize the Su-57, if it existed. At 31,000 feet, the first warning came. "Specter, we've lost Hawk 2. Gone." No missile trail, no radar ping, just silence. Then a flash. Hawk 3 disappeared from his HUD. "Kara, confirm. What's happening?" I can't see anything on radar, Elias. It's like they're being deleted." Then came the voice. I see. Russian. "Specter, you've entered a sky that belongs to ghosts. Go home." Elias's knuckles went white around the joystick. "I don't run from ghosts," he replied, teeth clenched. Something moved to his right. The faintest shimmer, less than a glint. Then the Su-57 unveiled itself like a magician's final act. Black paint, forward-swept wings, almost animal in its design. It moved like it was dancing, graceful, impossible. Elias banked hard left as the beast fired. The missile screamed past him, clipping the rear of Hawk 4, who spiraled and vanished in a burst of fire. Alone now, Elias pulled into a tight barrel roll, trying to find angles, openings, weaknesses. But the beast was already behind him. "Kara, I need targeting support." "Elias, I can't see it. It's jamming everything." "You're on your own." Monroe closed his eyes for a second. This wasn't training. This was death. But he thought of home, of his daughter Lily, just 6 years old, with a laugh that made him forget war. He thought of the promise he'd made, "I'll always come back." The Su-57 opened fire. Elias dumped flares and dived into a canyon of cloud, using his VTOL thrust vectoring to do what no other pilot dared: a vertical stall, cutting power mid-air and letting gravity drop him like a stone. The beast overshot. Now Elias had one shot. He locked on. The beast flared, jammed his radar, vanished again. Damn it! What followed was a dance that would be studied in air combat schools for generations. Elias and the Russian pilot spiraled above a burning Earth, playing cat and mouse at Mach speeds. And slowly, Elias began to notice something. The beast wasn't flying like a machine. It was flying like a man who wanted to be seen. Challenged. It was taunting him. "Who are you?" Elias whispered into the open channel. Silence. Then laughter. "I am whoever you need me to be, Specter. But for you, I am the end." The Su-57 looped above him, wings catching moonlight. Elias pushed his F-35 to the limit, G-forces clawing at his lungs. His engine screamed as he pulled a Cobra maneuver, stalling again to bait the Russian in. This time, it worked. Lock acquired. Missile fired. Contact. The beast spiraled away, hit but not destroyed. It vanished behind a mountain range. "Specter, you hit him." Kara's voice burst with hope. "Get out of there. RTB." But Elias couldn't. Not yet. He followed. The two jets descended into valleys painted red by the glow of distant fires. On the ground, civilians were fleeing, a small convoy of trucks trying to escape through a forest road. Then Elias saw it. The Su-57 had not been retreating. It had been baiting him. From the clouds, another emerged. A second Su-57. Cloaked, undetectable. Elias cursed. He had one missile left. One life left. No backup. No mercy. The beast soared past him and locked onto the convoy below. Not just soldiers. Families. "Not today," Elias whispered. He broke formation, diving low, putting himself between the Russian and the civilians. The second Su-57 fired. Elias didn't flinch. The missile struck his wing, spinning the F-35 out of control. Fire engulfed the right fuselage. Smoke filled the cockpit. "Elias! Eject!" Kara screamed. "You've done enough." But he hadn't. With fire spreading behind him and alarms blaring, Monroe manually locked his last missile onto the second Su-57 and let the F-35 dive toward it like a kamikaze bird. Impact. Explosion. Only one jet remained in the sky. But it wasn't the F-35. On the ground, Kara waited in the command center, tears in her eyes. The radar showed nothing. The voice channel was dead. Then, static. "Specter, to control." Her breath caught. "Elias. Target destroyed, but I'm going down, near the forest. Tell Lily I kept my promise." The line went dead. A month passed. NATO declared the skies contested again. Russia denied any knowledge of a superjet. No Su-57s were ever officially deployed. A memorial was held for Elias Monroe. His daughter placed a model jet on the altar, whispering, "You came back." But somewhere, in a remote forest near the wreckage site, something moved. A villager found him, barely alive, bones shattered, burned but breathing. Elias had ejected at the last second. He had survived. But the twist wasn't his survival. The twist came when NATO scientists recovered the downed Su-57. What they found inside wasn't a cockpit. It was a neural interface. No pilot. The beast wasn't Russian. It wasn't human. It was learning. And the only man who had ever beaten it was now the only one who could stop what came next.